Are you on StreamYard?
Mm-hmm. It says that it's live. Try it now. Yep, it should be.
Okay, live test right there.
Okay, can you jump in there? Now, how do I? Okay, invite. Let's see this. If I. Hopefully nobody actually jumps on here. I needed you to be able to see that. Okay, so click that and see if what happens. And we'll do
That's a StreamYard. That's where I could click and come up.
That's what I want you to do, please. Okay, invite a guest. Okay, close. Thank you. Now it's gonna have to tell me.
It says I'm entering a broadcast, and it'll bring me up on your panel.
I don't see
in a
anything
second.
though.
Hold on. I'm getting ready to enter the studio.
Oh,
now I'm backstage.
Ooh, turn your volume way down. Sorry. Okay, so.
Okay, so that's
Do that.
I'm gonna die if somebody
Jump on here and see that you're live. Okay, now how do I get rid of you? So now I've got you. Oh, remove.
See down there where it
You're
says
gone.
remove? And then I can also click to leave.
Okay, so we've got that. Now,
We just need better internet.
is mine bad?
No, it's actually.
But I'm sitting right by the Wi-Fi, so it should be good. Ish. Kind of good. Now.
We could always do it like here and face it.
Like, how do I, like, moderators, okay, banners, comments, when people, can you start, like, commenting and see, is it going to show on here? Banner, show, what is that? Click on the banner to show it on screen.
Oh.
What?
Pathways is on there.
Hey, we're just testing this out. We're not doing anything great. So we did a live on, what was it, Wednesday? Yeah. And it was, the link situation was a hot mess. And so we downloaded StreamYard, and I would prefer to be prepared. So I had made this live a private live, but then I wanted Glenn to be able to test out accessing the link so he could pull people on with us. So here, click my link and you can jump right on. See if it works. It worked for Glenn. Will you turn your volume down so I can hear on here? I don't even know where I have volume. There. Okay. Pathways, if you have a chance, you can jump on here. There we go. Add to the stream.
There it is.
We're not like saving this. We'll delete it, but I don't really like making a
So making moderators will have to be done on YouTube. So if one of you are signed into YouTube and watching it like on your phone or whatever.
You have to do that each live?
No, not each live. But it has to. So beside our comment, there'll be 3 dots. And you can click on those 3 dots.
If I click on that on here, I get the option to put you into that.
Does that show you as a moderator now, Cindy?
Are you, got to turn it over, sorry. Are you on StreamYard or in YouTube?
StreamYard, but he did it on YouTube.
I clicked it and I said add moderator.
Okay. Yeah, it has to be done from YouTube. And you just click on those 3 little dots beside the commenter's name on YouTube. If you're on StreamYard, you can't do it.
It says you're a moderator.
Okay. He got it whenever he clicked it. Yeah, awesome. Sorry. I'm in the lighting is, I had it the wrong light.
So here's my next question. When people do live, they always are like either ridiculously quick, and I'm slow, but they're instantly like posting people's links to their YouTube channels. They're like a trick.
So as a moderator, you can click on those three dots. So I can't do it here because I don't have another way to do it. Let me see. So let me see if I can get the chat here to pop up from the button I've got. So there's no other. If someone else commented, then as a moderator, I could click on three dots beside their name, and it gives me the option to go to their channel, and then I can click on that on their and share their link.
Okay, so there is kind of a behind the scenes quick way to do that.
Yeah, and they had taken that away from us. YouTube had, and they just recently gave that back. So it makes things super, super quick.
Did you notice, maybe it's just your channel, but I noticed that either last night or this morning when I signed in, that my comments, like usually when you see all the videos listed, and then it'll say how many comments are on the video. It'll say how many views, how many comments. My comment count has been removed. So like I have to open each video to see if there's a new comment or go into YouTube Studio.
Wow, I haven't noticed that, but I usually just go in through Studio. Gary, did you notice that this morning? Because Gary goes through YouTube. She noticed that when she signed into her YouTube on her videos, there was her comments were removed, where she could see her comments was removed. She had to actually go to the video to see each comment.
I don't know. I go to the video when I watch the video, and there's so many comments like where you can comment if you want. I just push it, and I saw them all.
Okay.
I do like pull up the YouTube and go to my channel, and then I can see if there's new comments. But obviously, it's quicker to go through Studio and say like comments you haven't responded to. But I was just like, that number count is fun.
Yeah, and I use. Oh, it's the number count is gone. Oh. I use Studio. He goes in through YouTube. Okay. we're trying to get. Woo! I got to go the right way. That's the other thing. It's like backing a trailer. You got to go the opposite way.
I am surprised I scooched the right direction. We're literally like sitting on the floor in our office because my work computers don't have a webcam or mic or anything. So I have to pull out my photography computer, which is like a giant Mac, and I only have one plug-in, so it's sitting on the floor.
Oh man, Gary's spoon. Go check that. I got crackers in the oven, so I'm like, hey, can you go check the crackers? I'm making some of those sourdough crackers.
Is he whittling a spoon there?
Yeah, he was whittling on a spoon. Yeah, we've had, since we gave one away at our live, a lot of folks are sending us emails wanting one. So we've got to get stuff for our Etsy store.
Very good work.
Yeah. We'll put up at the top of the list. We'll take one of those.
They want one too.
I haven't seen it, but it sounds great. If everybody wants it, we probably want it.
They're just, it's just his corner spoons. Let me see if I can get over here and get one. I got to put my computer down. I was editing videos on my computer.
Just came in.
Oh, you got somebody come in? Awesome.
Oh, that's neat.
It's a corner spoon. He messed up and made one that the corner is on the other side. So he's got a lefty and a righty.
There you go. Well, Glenn was so excited to get your guys' little care package in the mail. And then I looked at your lotion bar, which he wasn't going to share with me. And I looked at the ingredients, and I'm like, I have all of those three things. I'm going to try it. So I went and made some, and my cooked it. Ruined me.
It's equal amounts. So I go by 3 ounces. I do 3 ounces of shea butter, 3 ounces of coconut oil, 3 ounces of beeswax in a boiler, double boiler. You can do it in the microwave. You have to be very, very careful if you're doing it in the microwave, and start out with beeswax. Yeah. And you can create a double boiler too. Yeah.
And I don't have one. I just did a glass Pyrex bowl. But I don't know if you've seen, I have a couple of videos where I just like rave about a Pampered Chef mixing bowl and it's a big glass mixing bowl with a spout and a handle, and I think it's like a batter bowl. So I thought, oh, that would be a lot easier to dump this into the mold. And so then I dumped it out of my Pyrex into that, and of course my Pyrex was cold, so it instantly started. So I had to reheat it. It worked well though.
There
I
you
did get some little molds like you have, but mine are this little rectangle, something I had got to make like bite-sized granola bars or something.
Yeah, that'll work. Those little bite-sized bars will work really good too. And I just buy the little containers at Dollar Tree. Because you get like 10 of them. Well, you did get 10 of them for $1. Now they're $1.25 since Dollar Tree had to go up to $1.25. Bless their hearts.
Everybody's jumping on here. So welcome, guys. I guess we'll leave this up. Whoever was in our live stream on Wednesday knows that we struggled with multiple links, and we wanted to do a test on StreamYard, which was going to be a private test run, but I wanted Glenn to be able to access the link and make sure I could correctly pull him in. And now everybody's signing in, and we're going to chat for a minute, as well. We're talking about this awesome care package that Pathway sent us, and Gary made balm or chapstick, lotion bar, which is fantastic, and then a bar of soap. And Glenn refused to share with me, so I had to make my own lotion bars that I could have for myself. Because I used an Expo marker today, from my hands constantly being in dirt, and my hands constantly being in this. My hands, like my fingers right in here, getting so dry, and lotion just is not cutting it. So I thought, I'm going to use that lotion bar that was sent. And sure enough, my hands are instantly, I'm not even kidding, like it's an infomercial, so I sound like instantly we're better. And I was like, that's great, that's what I need. So I think I'm going to put one next to my bar of soap at the kitchen sink so that I can keep my hand from cracking. It's terrible.
Speaking of Expo marker, have you guys seen the permanent marker with the Expo marker deal? Like if you write on your canned jars, your canned goods on the lid with permanent marker, you can go back like a year later, 2 years later with the Expo marker and color over the top of it, and it wipes off the permanent. I didn't know that. I was like, that is a cool little deal.
It was awesome.
You can also take a I lost the name of that thing. I don't use the name brand. The Magic Erasers. Just dampen it and it'll take it right off too.
Really?
The Magic Marker. Yeah, it'll take off the Sharpie. Yeah.
I hide permanent markers like the plague in our house because our boys are growing up, but I do have 3 boys, and I just like a drop of a permanent marker, and we're gonna have black on our really light carpets. When we moved into this cabin, it really looks like a cabin. Everything was kind of darker than I wanted, so I went really light on the carpet, and I don't want a drop permanent marker.
Right. Right. Yeah,
well,
totally.
I want to jump in. We got whittling spoons. I really need to be on that list. Maybe when we meet up, look at that. He's like, not another. Please no. Girl, you ain't ordering one of my spoons. Maybe when we meet up with you guys here in the next few weeks or month or so, he'll have an extra on hand. If not, what did I do? We lost them. Maybe they left. Maybe we'll get a spoon. But if anybody else wants to jump in, we're just testing this out. I will
Backroad Hillbillies.
Post the link again. Invite. I have to figure this out. I'm somewhat tech savvy, but not incredibly tech savvy. So here, this was just a test. If anybody wants to jump in, you can jump in and say hi. We're not staying on, but for a few more minutes. I've actually got to go meet my mom for lunch, but we wanted to give this a trial run while we were both home.
She says she hit the wrong button.
I wondered. I was like, man, bye.
She doesn't like you no more. Jumped off.
Text my mom.
So you got 5 people in here on your test run.
Yeah, I didn't I thought middle of the day everybody'd be busy. We'd just give it a go for fun. See you, Cindy. We will be meeting up, I think, in person with Cindy here soon and her husband Gary. I am awful with names. I just forgive me. It will take me a long time to get people's names because I'm terrible with numbers and I'm terrible with names. But I think we're gonna try and meet them halfway. They're like 2.5 hours from us. So we're gonna try and meet them halfway sometime and meet them face to face. Who says it's snowing in northeastern Canada? We got really cool weather too. In fact, we're kind of worried about our plants in the greenhouse because we have a small space heater in there and it keeps it warm, but we haven't experienced a really cold night. And it's supposed to get down to, I think last night was 35. What's tonight?
Tonight's supposed to get down to 26. So we're hoping
cool.
our fruit trees and stuff that are actually outside make it through this evening. So they're all bloomed out and flowered and got cold weather coming. We actually had snow flurries here this morning.
Yeah.
We're out milking goats and feeding the babies and stuff, and it was flurrying on the way back in. So
we what is perfect.
Yeah.
Well, if nobody wants to.
Homestead. Any journalist says his name
My
is
name
Barry.
is Barry, and my wife. Oh, sorry. And I go to beautiful locations and capture them by sky.
Yep, I was watching some of
What?
his stuff earlier, and he was on the beach with his.
Why don't you jump on here and
drone
tell us what you do? Come on. I gotta see this. Oh, my mom jumped on. See, she knows. Now she knows I'm gonna be late to lunch. Why? Mom, you can jump on. Here's the link. Anybody. It's all fun. There you go. Fruit trees. I don't know if somebody in the other chat and the other
Little
messages were
homestead
talking
buddy.
about fruit trees, but I'm worried about our fruit trees. So
I
I'm
just mentioned our fruit
Oh.
trees making it through the night, so they're saying they hope
Yeah.
they'll be okay. So
trying to read at the same time. I have been praying that the Lord would bless our fruit trees to be full of fruit this year. Last year, we got a late frost as well, and they produced nothing at all. But we're kind of in a valley where our house is, so it's easy to be a little bit cooler here than our neighbors are up higher elevation than us. I don't know if that makes a difference. I sound kind of sciencey on that, but it didn't work for us. It worked for them. So,
your mom
look,
came
there she
up.
is.
Just had to make sure it worked for you.
It works. Well, so we wanted to check, and it works. So I can pull people in on here by my link, and now we know how to set up moderators. So what a moderator will do is while we're on a live stream, anybody that comments, they can hit some quick buttons on their end that will post those pages to the comment section so people can go check out their YouTube channels.
Yeah,
So,
if I go to look at chats though, I can't see. Then I think my screen goes away.
I'm not sure that that's your mom. She don't look nothing like you.
you should. Are you on your phone?
Hey,
Yeah.
Chuck.
Hey,
I assume it's Chuck or Chuck
it could
and Belinda.
be Belinda. Yeah, everybody wants to assume that when people that see Gathered Together Homestead on a live, they all want to say hi to Glenn like I'm non-existent, never around.
You want to be on there.
Well, all of them that I've watched, you've been in there.
So if you have your, get the glare away. You can't see. If you don't have it in a full screen, all of the comments will be down here, Mom. And so then you can type things in and see the comments as they're rolling. And then I set our live, I don't know about this one because I set it up through StreamYard, but I set our other lives to where you can go back and see the comments as well.
Well, even when I do the comments, the picture goes away. So maybe I'm doing it wrong.
That's weird because even when
You
I turn
said-
mine sideways,
Yeah, I've got it sideways.
that way,
It just tells me you're on the show.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining.
Just thought I would try it out for you. Try to help you
I
out.
will see you for lunch in
Okay.
Less than an hour.
All right.
We're gonna get a chick video made.
Oh, sweet.
We're doing a
for the
series
kids' school.
for Easton's class.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They
Nice.
wanted to see if I could put the incubator in
the class.
the classroom. But since all of the eggs that were sitting in the incubator were going to be like they were sold, they were chicks that were pre-ordered, I kind of had to make sure that they really hatched. And I said, well, I would need to come in there each day and like make sure that the temperature's right, that everything's working, my humidity's right. And with COVID, I don't think they're letting parents in. So we kind of scratched that idea. And then it hit us yesterday or Wednesday as we were talking about the live chats that I could set up a series with that the kids could view whenever during class and let them know how we're getting the eggs, where they're coming from, loading the incubator, checking it all. And then when they start hatching, I'll use one of our extra phones and turn it on live so they can watch them hatch live in class.
Oh, that's awesome idea. I love it.
Cool. Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
the
because
plan.
when they get to that certain point,
See you
you've got to
after
be
a
able
while,
to turn
Mom.
off that roller. Huh?
I gotta take them. I know they would have started hatching over the weekend or something silly, and nobody would have been there. So
Right.
too much nonsense that could have happened.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'll let somebody else try to
love
get on
you.
here. I just wanted to try it and make sure it worked for you.
It works. I'm getting there. See you in a little
Okay.
bit.
All right. Love ya. See ya.
Love you.
See if old Chuck wants to pop up. Chuck, I think, is making. I watched his turkey call video earlier. He made a turkey call out of a lathe, off his lathe, and I said, "What's a guy got to do to get one?" So he's gonna try. I think he's gonna make us a turkey call.
This homesteading community, I'm telling you, it's been so fun. There's the link if anybody wants to jump in. I don't know what I just did. It's not, there it goes. So we have a new thing that we're going to do that nobody knows about because we just discussed it this morning. I really like to put stevia. My hair is, I've got baby hairs everywhere. Excuse them. Maybe the camera will cut them off. I like to put stevia in my coffee. And so everything lately has been, well, how do you make it? How do you make it? Make your own. And so Glenn asked me if I needed anything while he was in the city. And I said, well, kind of would like some stevia. I'd prefer stevia over sugar. And he said, well, why don't you make your own? I know there is a stevia plant, but how do I get it to where I can use it as a liquid sweetener in my coffee? I'm going to pull Chuck in here while I'm telling you about this. I know you're really excited about this, aren't
Chuck.
you, Chuck? Do y'all use stevia?
No,
You do?
we don't.
Here
Yeah,
you are.
I don't think Blenda has ever used
He probably
it.
uses regular sugar.
Yeah, about 2 cups per gallon.
Well, we,
Am I-
Southern thing.
we like a lot of sugar.
Hold on, let me get
You're
out
on
of that
there.
YouTube.
You're there.
Okay, I just clicked out of my YouTube thing because I figured that I had it muted, but it may have been messing it up. Hey, Cody.
No, you're right.
Hey, I just popped up. I was going to tell you, Glenn, I did. I just went a while ago and ordered that off that Brookside. Them folks are shutting down on me. Didn't know that, but I think I got it in time.
What's Brookside?
Yeah, I hope that.
Is
I hope it
Brookside
gets
just
here.
like a?
Y'all are
I
cutting
think
out.
it's
on
our
me.
internet.
Say we
I am
might
like
be-
right by my Wi-Fi router. I don't
Yeah.
think this computer likes the internet,
It may not.
which I'm gonna have to figure that out because we can't do StreamYard on we can't do StreamYard on the phones.
There's Andale.
Hey, Andale.
Oh, this maybe my phone's.
Hey, Annette. Apple
Yes, it's you slowing.
Tree. Is it Glenn? This
It was Glenn. It's Glenn.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
that
What?
No,
joker.
it's still good.
That joker sent me pictures of ribs and just, I mean, that was just ugly. That wasn't right, man.
It wasn't ugly. It may not have been nice, but the ribs look great.
Oh, the ribs look great. Without a doubt, they look great.
He was being ugly by doing that, though.
Yeah.
They tasted good too.
Hey, I'll do the same thing, though.
No, right here. Good morning, all. Annette here from Apple Tree Urban Homestead. It was just a little bit further up the thing. So this stevia plant, listen to this, Chuck. I'm going to buy these stevia plants. They're like a perennial herb that can go in my greenhouse. And then you take the leaves and you soak them in, I almost said vinegar, vodka, not vinegar, in vodka for like 48 hours, and then you cook it down and voila, you take the leaves out and you have a 0-calorie plant-derived
sugar sweetener. It's
a sugar-free sweetener, but it is not a chemical sugar-free substitute thing. It's plant-derived.
Wait a minute. You soak them in the vodka for 48 hours, and then you take them out of the vodka.
You strain the vodka through like a strainer to get the leaves out.
Yep.
And then you cook the liquid for 20 minutes on like low heat. Oh. And then it basically cooks the alcohol out of it to where you have a plant-derived sweetener.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I know they use it for them, what do they call the extracts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I plan on, I want to do that, but as a Baptist preacher, it don't look good for me to be walking in the liquor store, so I got to sneak it out, you know. I got to put on them glasses and the fake beard and mustache.
Well, you guys have Sam's Club nearby, do you?
There's Ren's Family Farm snuck in on us.
I don't know about alcohol. Everything changed with COVID, where they'll deliver all sorts of crazy stuff. But I don't know about alcohol. But you could at least do like maybe schedule like a grocery pickup that you pick up at like right before close. So you do it online, get your vodka, run in there, just pick it up and leave.
Yeah.
But they'll deliver. I just don't know that they would vodka.
In my overcoat and my top hat.
Use enough vodka. Pathway says you don't need the stevia.
I just dry the leaves and use them in my tea mixture. That's funny. Too funny. We usually buy our stevia, our liquid stevia, and that stuff's pricey.
I want to know if that's Gary or Cindy sending all that.
Well, it's got
Gary was whittling on a spoon, and Cindy was on the phone. So,
hey, I seen that the gift package they sent you and that you hoarded.
I did.
Yeah,
I did. That's my gift package. She didn't get on the live. That was mine.
Yeah.
Well, let me show you what I had to do yesterday.
She had to go make her
Hey, don't tell.
Her own hand bar lotion because I wasn't
sure. She said, "Don't tell," and immediately he told.
Yep.
We're sitting on the floor.
I don't listen very well.
This way. I had to make my own lotion bars.
Oh, cool.
Because he wouldn't share with me.
Oh.
And thank you that Cindy posted on her little packaging the ingredients, so I knew exactly what mine needed to have in there.
All right. Well, hey, you can learn a lot from old Gary and Cindy. They're kind of my go-to if I ever need to know how to do something. I just click over there and see what they got and pretend like I'm the one that knows it. You know, I put out a video and say this is what I know, and no, I don't do that. Hey, look, let me get down from here. I just wanted to pop up and tell Glenn that I did get that ordered, and as soon as it comes in, I'll send you one. I think I got enough for. I'm going to send one hopefully to another fellow up there in Missouri. I got to get his address. He actually went to school with me, and he does a lot of work with the wounded veterans and he guides a lot of people on these different hunts.
Okay.
And so I want to get him one sent off, and but it don't take me no time at all to make the things.
I'll have to video that and hopefully video us calling one in with it and Hunter shooting it.
That'd be cool. Sure would. I had a guy tell me the other day over here that I'd given him one, and he said he called one in this year with his. So,
Okay.
woo-hoo. It tickles me death when people do that.
It sounded good when you made that one on your video. It sounded good. I think I could call turkey in with it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it all depends on the turkey. Turkey. Sometimes you'll call them with something and they won't answer, respond, or nothing. And next day you go back and do it, and they will. I don't know. I'm dumb on that kind of stuff. Hey, I made a deer grunt for a game warden over here. And
Okay.
Somebody was going on our property that we hunt, and they was pouring out corn, and they had a big updo about it. And so I called him to find out what was going on, because he lives right there by it. And I got talking to him. He said, I killed one of the biggest deer I killed using your grunt this year. And I was like, really? So, hey, I'm bragging. I'm just bragging.
Hey, that's all right.
Hey, let me get down from here.
Glenn tried to talk them into jumping in with us. They said they are out and about on the road. Good to see you, Chuck. Thanks for jumping in.
I had to shoot Jesse an email.
I'm going to try and figure out how to get out of here. I think I know how.
I can give you the big 10X. You ready?
She can kick you out.
Yeah, kick me out. That way I don't have to think.
There you go. See ya.
Bye.
This is fun. Look, I'm like figuring these buttons out.
Yeah, Big Mac came in. Michelle's Tasty Dishes is in here now.
So our internet, we are out in the sticks, and our internet is very picky. It works, but it's like only one person can kind of be on it all the time if we're going to be streaming something. And so obviously our children are at school, so that means there's no streaming going on but us. But we do have fiber out here now. I don't think we can actually, like, they brought it down the road, but they haven't hooked it. Actually, I don't know. They brought it to where they could maybe hook it in the house. I don't know. It's close. And this is funny. So before we sold our horses, we had our entire pasture like raked with a skid steer rake, got all the stuff out of it. And then we by hand, because Glenn would not let me purchase a seeder to pull behind the four-wheeler, by hand, we seeded this whole darn pasture. And it's like 50 acres.
Yeah.
It's not, but it felt like it.
And Dale, lives can be fun. I almost prefer the lives now versus just making videos and posting the videos. So I like interacting with people.
Hold on. We just got this all set up, and these people want to come drive all their machinery on our brand new baby seed pasture to put the fiber in, but they didn't.
I wasn't going to let that happen.
They didn't. They did it all by hand. It was really nice. So I'll be excited to use their service, and maybe we'll be able to stream better. If anybody wants to jump in, there's the link again. We're not going to stay up too terribly long because if you're just joining, welcome. I have lunch with my mom today at 12:30. She'll come down here to Adrian and meet me in town.
Though, right?
Yeah, we're going to the wine.
It only takes 10
journal.
minutes to get in town, so we got at least another 20 minutes before we got to leave.
And then if you've just jumped in, we also have a video we've got to make today. My kindergartners class, we're going to put together a series on hatching, incubating, and hatching chicks.
There's Bare Bones Living.
We had to do that today, too.
Which we're going to try to hook up with them sometime, too, which you're welcome to jump on now if you'd like. But we're going to try to do another live stream with them also, just to kind of a get-to-know-you deal. We met them through another live the other day. I think they were on our live. Is what it was. That's where we.
And then she sent me a message through Facebook, letting me know that we had quite a bit of things in common. Which this one you don't know. So your oldest is Hunter, and I believe if I heard correct, your middle child is Cole. Well, my Hunter's name is Hunter Cole. So I was like, well, we got more in common than I realized. So that's pretty cool. And I did watch your soap making video, which my soap, I guess, is a cold process and yours was a warm, hot process, something like that. So different technique. I'm excited to try that. I'm new to all of this. I love crafty stuff, but I'm new to it.
Thank you, Cindy, over at Pathways, and Chuck for throwing those links up and stuff. So we appreciate that. It's kind of nice.
I won't take over.
No, you can talk. This one was your live. You're the one that set this one up. So
This was my live.
there's Chris and Larry Homestead. Thank you guys for joining in.
Now, Glenn is typically the one that does the lives. Usually he's got the more time on the road when he's out working that he can put his earbud in and listen to stuff while I'm baking bread and doing our office stuff and house chores. So I don't get to do as much of this. So he seems to know all of these names, and I'm coming in new to the name part of it. Glenn, do you,
can throw that link up again.
Chris and Larry Homestead, have you been to their page?
I've been to theirs and watched some of their
course he
stuff.
has.
They've actually they're growing quite a bit. They've got quite a few subscribers over on their page. They're a bigger channel.
Yeah, please don't be offended if I say I don't. Glenn is literally the one who has the time to do this, checking everybody's pages out. So last time when we were on Chuck's live, we took notes and I went and checked out a bunch of the pages that I hadn't seen yet. And I think he had already probably subscribed to them. But it's nice. It's such a cool community, and it's really exciting to go see what everybody's doing, and everybody's so uplifting and encouraging. I just have really enjoyed it, and he's got to enjoy it for a lot longer than me. But
Just get to meet a lot of super nice people and stuff, and now that we've actually met quite a few people and actually reached out to some people, and they've reached out to us by email, we actually communicate back and forth that way some too, and through Messenger with a few people.
how is our streaming now? Are you guys able to like hear us, see us clear? Everything's as good as it can be in the sticks?
Apple Tree Urban Homestead just subscribed to Bare Bones. Yeah, if you guys don't know any of these other people in here yet and haven't subscribed, go check out their channels and give them a like and subscribe and watch some of their content. I know most of the people that are in here, we watched a lot of their stuff and we really like it. So
It's just awesome to see how people are doing stuff and what they're doing, and that's
Chuck
how you
says
learn.
Clear and Del says clear.
Good. Thank you. Glenn, have you seen Michelle's Tasty Dishes?
I did. I actually was on a live with her on her live either
So you
this
joined her live?
morning. No, I didn't join it. I jumped on her live either this morning or last night. I think, was it last night, Michelle, that you did one? I think didn't you say you did yours at 8 p.m. on Thursdays? I think's what it was.
8. Did you say AM or PM?
PM. I get on quite a few lives, so I kind of forget who's are where and when I watched them. So I apologize if it was this morning, because I've been on 4 or 5 already this morning. So
Now, Andel, I did go check out your page because Glenn and
I had
Chuck.
already been there.
I know. Glenn and Chuck had brought your name up, and so I came and checked out some of yours. And Apple Tree Urban Homestead, they were in our live the other day, and I think it's fantastic that you're from Australia. That is so neat to me. That's the other thing I think is awesome is everybody's doing the same kind of stuff, but everybody has different things they can do and different ways they have to do it based on where they live. I think it's awesome. Bare Bones, she's from Chicago right now, but she's getting ready to move. So I was watching her video about setting up some stuff and kind of having to think through everything to be able to move.
Goes live
Tonight at 7.
p.m.
Hey, we should be able to do
Let's
that.
see, I think I usually jump on there, so I'll definitely try to make that one. I'll set the reminder here after a bit once it comes up.
I like the option on this StreamYard that we can pull people in, unless I am still in my pajamas with half my hair falling out of my bun and Glenn jumps in someone else's live and tries to like show me in the background.
Your mom says she'll
Rude.
wait on you
Wait on me for what?
if we're still on here. or
No,
something.
I'm good. Don't worry, Mom. I will jump off of here. I can leave Glenn going
So
on
we'll
here.
jump off here in about 20 minutes and still be able to be
Or
in
we
town.
can pull a Nick and just leave it rolling.
Yeah.
It went 15 hours.
I ran Nick's live stream
live on
again
Mondays at 10.
all
I need to
night
write
last
this down.
night. So I went ahead and, even though I'd watched part of it and was in it, and I know Nick was getting close to his watch hours. I think he said he had gained
He's
like
so
50.
close.
He gained like 50 watch hours from that 15-hour live stream that he left going. So I let that run all night last night on my phone because I obviously didn't sit in the whole thing. But
Okay.
figured while I was sleeping, I could at least let it play for him and get him some watch hours. So,
hey guys, if you have live streams that you do on a regular basis, feel free to keep throwing those in there. I'm gonna write these down. And
Chris and Larry Homestead says Nick's just up the road from them.
really,
Is StreamYard a different way to do live? Yes, it is. You can go through StreamYard. There's a couple other different streaming things that you can go through. StreamYard's one that a lot of people use. You can go directly through YouTube, but we wanted to try this one because you can actually pull people up on it. And it seems to be a little easier because at least with the StreamYard, we can see all y'all's comments on the side over here versus having to be on 2 different phones or something like that. Because when you're on your phone going through YouTube, I don't see all the comments on there. So this one's pretty handy. Apple Tree just subbed to Rim's Family Farm.
Yay, that's awesome. So I've got down Rim's Family Farm. You're going live Friday at 7. I have Chris and Larry Monday at 10 Arizona time. We need Nick around.
Gary
I am not a
Cindy's
geography person.
is Sunday at 5 Central, which I always try to make Gary and Cindy's too, and Chuck's.
Gary and Cindy, that's Pathways.
Uh-huh.
Don't tell me names. You gotta write this
You
down.
gotta write down their names then.
Yeah, but if I say Gary and Cindy on YouTube, it's not gonna come up anything. Pathways. When did you say?
Sunday at 5.
Sunday at 5.
Mm-hmm.
And is that our time? Because
Yeah.
we're Central.
Yeah, we're only about 2.5 hours from Gary and Cindy. So if you weren't in here earlier,
Arizona
we're gonna try
Pacific
to
time.
meet up with Gary and Cindy soon, hopefully sometime for lunch or something. There's a little country store close by us, in between us, about halfway, which it's funny because where we're wanting to meet up is actually where our greenhouse came from. So over in Garnett, Kansas. So
Oh, wow. Okay. So right now, Chris and Larry says, right now, Arizona is Pacific time. We don't have daylight savings.
yeah, they don't participate in that in
Michelle's
Arizona.
Tasty Dishes.
I wish we didn't either. So I'd rather just have the time stay the same all the time. So
You know, I like the name of your YouTube channel, Michelle. Michelle's
she's talking about
Tasty
changing her name.
You want to know what I'm going to start another YouTube channel that Glenn can't be on. And you know, man, my hair is really wild up there. You know what I'm going to call it? Because this is the running joke of our house. Another episode when dinner comes around. It's another episode of Jessica's Love It or Leave It.
There.
Ooh, that's really dark.
That's
There we
better, actually.
Yeah, so you can't see all my baby hairs up here that want to fly away. So the kids and Glenn joke that my dinner is going to be a love it or leave it. And they get to vote if they're going to love what I cook or leave it. Michelle's Tasty Dishes. Now I got lost. Thursday at 8. Okay. So we were thinking about doing a live on a weeknight and make it like really. I'm
Just
old.
like
I
a
go to bed
9,
early.
like a 9:30
Really late.
in the evening after our kids are in bed, and that way we don't have to rush them off to bed or something like that. But just jumping on in the evening to, you know, a lot of people are on here in the mornings, but there's also a lot of people that are on in the evening that aren't on here in the morning. So we thought about trying to do a few pop-up lives on one evening night or something like that. So can't see your flyaway baby hairs.
They're crazy. My hair is a mess. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like button.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck. Okay, here in Perth, we finally have some cooler weather and rain today. Have to get out in the garden to establish. Okay, we laid out our garden yesterday, and now I'm like itching to get it just full of green and take over those fences with my when
I'm still with Charity on the clean fences.
he set me up a wonderful spot in the garden that see, love it or leave it. I might just don't steal that, anyone. Jessica's Love It or Leave It. That would be embarrassing. All these people see the
You
crap
just do
that I
a
make
Jessica's Love It
sometimes.
or Leave It segment on here
Yeah, that's a good idea.
instead of a whole nother
Well, I
channel.
thought I would get my own channel and compete with you. Be like a little healthy competition around here.
Pathway says they just happened to be taking a break when they went live. Well, it didn't look like Gary was taking too much of a break. You kind of had him working, making spoons.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said that they gave away wooden spoons that he is whittling. That's
They
incredible.
gave away one on their 3-year anniversary live the other night for one of the gifts, but I think they're going to be putting some of those on their Etsy page. I think she said is what it was. Some of the wooden spoons and the soaps and lotions and things like that. So
yeah, that's fun. There you go.
Lost most of our veggie garden due to the extreme
I
hot
saw
weather.
that. That's so.
Now he's tying flies. He's never still.
Yeah, that's something we've kind of had to force ourselves to do, is to slow down and take a break a little bit, because we'll just do this project and that project and go all the
Chuck
time.
says Cindy works very hard. I saw him passed out on the floor in one of their videos.
Oh, that's funny. We hope to have our Etsy store open. Okay, yeah. Thank you,
May
Cindy. I
1st.
wasn't for sure if you said that they were working to get the store set up or get them onto the store, but that's exciting. It's fun to buy stuff that other people are doing at their own homestead. It's exciting.
So I think, are you guys going to have that? Is that before the Ozarks Homesteading Expo, or is that after that? I can't remember when the expo is.
Yeah, you'll have to go to their Facebook page, because I went to their Facebook page and saw
Andel
Andel.
said-
We are on the road today, in and out of service. Otherwise, I'd love to come up and say hello. Yeah, I heard some really nice things about you, Miss Andel. So I'm gonna have to check out. I forget what exact video I watched yesterday, but I did stream one, and it was nice
It was
to
the
check it out.
one. It was there was one where you guys were putting the ground cover on
Yeah, that's
your
right.
rose in the garden. She was watching that. And I think he had his shorts on that also.
Propane fumes.
So,
Oh man, that's funny.
but yeah, if anybody else wants to come up, I think Jessica posted that link just a little bit ago. If anybody wants to come up and say hi and visit for a minute, feel free to jump on that link, and it'll show you in backstage here, and we can pull you up.
Chris and Larry Homestead says, we have an Etsy and website selling from our homestead. Hey, if you want to post the link on here, feel free. I would love to check it out. And
We sell some stuff from our homestead here.
not on Etsy though. I'm
Not
not
on
that
Etsy,
good.
just
you guys are
from the
killing it.
homestead, and we post stuff on Facebook and everything. But like our plant starts and rabbits and chicken eggs and chicks and jams and things like that Jessica makes, we do sell some of that stuff from the house.
Yeah, except for after watching the Mennonite homestead, I am not selling anybody my canned goods. I'd be afraid. Gosh, I watched one of hers. It was a live with somebody else, and they were talking about, she says, the other person that was on there, you all probably know her. I
Bear
just don't know.
Bones says she wishes she could come up, but she's a hot mess with these boys. It's okay. It's real that way. So
She said some of you guys' kitchens that she's been seeing on YouTube, she says, I'd just like to be turned loose with Comet in there. Now I'm like, oh, what does my kitchen look like? Oh man, I got all sorts of fear in me about people seeing. And then I did you don't know this yet because it's set to go live tomorrow. I did a video on our goat milking process. And of course we walk in to strain the goat milk and my sink's full of dishes. And I was like, oh, great. Somebody come clean my kitchen.
our sink's actually full of dishes right now too, because our water is not working in the house right now. They had a water main break east of town last night, which shut off our water for the most part. If we're downstairs, we've got a trickle of water, but upstairs in our bathroom, there is zero water up there. So keep up on the latest with Glenn and Jessica on Facebook. Thank you, Chuck.
He threw our Facebook up there. Bare
Who was
Bones
it?
has an Etsy, she said too.
The
So multiple of you guys
Pathways
too.
had posted the Ozarks Homesteading Expo is August 26th and 27th, which we would really like to go to that. And I think they sent us an email on that and said that the tickets are like $20 for adults, and I can't remember what the kid tickets were, but it'd be super fun to go check that out and meet some other homesteaders here in Missouri in person and be able to visit with them and see what all is going on. So
Well, and through one of the Facebook pages I found, and I don't know if they have a YouTube channel, but there is somebody like one town over from us that has a homestead, and they had asked to get together, but now I'm like a million alerts on Facebook behind. I don't know how to re-find that and connect with them, but I don't know. Anyhow, everybody, when we did our YouTube live, I was able to leave the comments up. This is our first one on StreamYard. So as long as I can leave these comments up for when you go back and watch it, I would love to do that. If you guys want to keep posting your Etsy links, I think that's fantastic. I'd love to check out your store and see what y'all are making and selling. How far are y'all away from the Kentucky picnic meetup? I think Grand Rivers can. Ooh, I don't know.
I think we're probably somewhere around 9-10 hours, Chuck, would be my guess.
Let's see. Grand Rivers, Kentucky. Wow.
Jessica's going to look it up real quick, but I bet you it's about 9-10 hours somewhere in there.
I'll tell you, we used to like to do like a quick weekend getaway.
348 miles. Ooh,
7 hours. But the trouble is now that we have dairy goats, like I have to milk every morning and every night, and if I can't do it, then
we have a couple of friends
have a
who
friend
can, but
pay to come do it.
we usually pay them, and usually and
She's like
she'll come do
20
it,
minutes
and,
away.
and we give her the milk and stuff, and then we usually pay her a little extra to do that for us.
Look at all these links, Etsy stores. This better. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of this just in case. Just in case it takes my comments away, because I would love to come back and check it. Bare Bones, don't worry. Pathways, Cindy. I assume it's Cindy because that's who was on there earlier.
She put your link up.
She got your link up there. That's what I'm talking about. Like people building people up, encouraging others. It's not a competition. It's all like work together. I like it. There you go. Yep, she's got it. So, all right. Well, are you gonna stay on? I'm gonna get ready to head to lunch.
Let you go eat without me.
You can go to lunch with me.
I like food too.
Mom said he could come. He's always invited. I don't get him home every day. He was going to go to the city and work today, but our weather ended up, instead of just being cloudy, it's kind of like half rainy, a little bit drizzly. So we ended up not replacing a roof today. So he didn't go to the city today.
So Cindy says you have to be a moderator to post the links, trying to get them up.
Thank you. See, I'm learning so much today.
She says let her comment in there if she hasn't
Thanks
posted
again,
your
Dale.
link yet. Put it in there and she'll try to get that up for you.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim Posse.
Howdy and bye.
Howdy and bye.
Thanks for stopping in. If you don't know, this was supposed to just be a test, and it turned out to be a nice little chat session. That's what we were going to talk about. Our evening one, we were just going to do no
Thanks,
topic,
Michelle, for stopping
just meet
in.
people.
She has to go.
Perfect. Yeah, you too. I'm going to check out your page and see if I can add some of your recipes to the Jessica's Love It side rather than the Jessica's Leave It. Like impress my family with your cooking. I can follow a recipe. I just can't come up with my own.
Chuck says that his live with Scott showed the chat. So
perfect. Let's hope that they all stay up there.
I think ours showed the chat. I think she set it up to where it showed it the other day.
But that was on YouTube. This is our first one on StreamYard. And by the way, I don't know how much this thing costs. I get it free for 7 days. And obviously now I know how to work it. They've like hook, line, and sinkered me. Now I'm in trouble. We know that this is like going to be our forever background. Glenn doesn't get to go out and do his in the greenhouse ones because this is where the internet's best. Unless I get fiber out here.
Or unless we get a different computer that works better. So
Well, you know how
pull
to
the
do
laptop out of the closet.
Oh, I do have I do. StreamYard does it also. Perfect. Good. Thank you, Rims Family Farm. I'm glad to hear that because I want to go back and check out everyone's Etsy shops and see what y'all are
You
making.
can use the free version for as long as you want also.
It told me I had 4 days left. Them suckers want me to enter my credit card number.
You get 20 hours a month on the free version on StreamYard.
Well, heck, Nick maxed that out on his 15 hours.
Somebody was saying on somebody else's live the other day that they were running out of time on their StreamYard also, that they
The
used up
clock
all their
ticket.
time. So
That's funny. That is funny. Andel says they usually post in 24 hours. Okay, so that
Okay.
makes sense. I like that. Well, really, it has been fantastic. Thanks to everybody just jumping in. I love this. I hated lives, hated them at first. But this is nice because we can like meet people and I don't like talking about myself all the time. I want to know what you guys are doing.
Check out Melon. It's a 50-year plan, Tiny Tim Posse says.
Oh, I will have to do that. But then I'm going to have to learn how to do that and do another test run so that everybody can giggle as I send out 3 different links for the one live.
Well, guys, we really appreciate it. Hate to jump off here so quick, but thank you all for jumping in. And we will be back live again Wednesday morning at 9. Maybe before if Jessica decides to jump on again or something and just start videoing herself. But
no, I want other people up here. I'll take my screen off. I just wanted to talk to y'all.
So, well, y'all, thanks for coming again. We appreciate it. And we will see you guys hopefully Wednesday morning. If I don't catch some of you or Jessica doesn't catch some of your guys' lives before then, I know we'll see several of you on your lives here before long.
Yeah, I got my list. If you're not on my list, email us or make sure. Yeah.
So you can post our email in there real quick and they can email us and let us know when your lives are or whatnot. And
make sure that we can jump in. So
we can all grow and connect together. So
have a great day, guys.
See ya. Thanks.